welcome to Show Me the Money Rugby League TV. We have a very exciting preview of this evening's championship game. It's at Cougar Park. It is the Keighley Cougars, their long heralded return to the championship against highly fancied Featherstone Rovers. It is going to be Reese Lovegrove against Sean Long. Wow. 1,500 tickets already sold. They're expecting over 3,000 there tonight. Touch wood, we're here in North Yorkshire, we're looking out, the sun is shining, so hopefully it's dry and it's a little bit mild there at Cougar Park, but what an occasion. It's going to be under the floodlights, the TV cameras are going to be there, and what an exciting start to the championship already. Some very tight, narrow, highly competitive games, and I will put my fist on this table and say tonight's game is going to be the same. I don't see a winner at this moment in time. I know Joe's already mentioned on another show that we've recorded our predictions for the championship. He's got Keighley winning tonight. He's got Keighley finishing second. He's got Keighley beating Featherstone Rovers tonight. Craig's shaking his head. But look...
No, I'm not shaking him for that.
There's one... I know he's a show me the money player, but there is one player who is grabbing all the headlines ahead of tonight, and that is Luke Gale. He didn't feature in their pre-season game against Newcastle. He's going in cold, but wow, what an occasion. Luke Gale in the championship. He could make or break Keighley's season. I'll say it. Luke Gale could be the difference. Keighley in that top 6, in that top 3, or not at all. But listen, what a great occasion. Very difficult to call. I think the bookies of Featherstone have Keighley with a 16-point start. Probably about right. We know Featherstone have had a very strong pre-season, certainly against Castleford. OKR as well, where they did the shutout. We know they found it a little bit tougher last weekend against Wakefield, but by and large, Sean Long, Leon Price, they're coming for Keighley tonight. Boys, what a great occasion. I can't wait. I'm going to be there in person doing the radio commentary, so yeah.
Are you asking me, Michael?
Where's it going, Craig?
Well, first of all, I like the way you're energised.
I'm very energised.
I've been told, by the way, John Bastian, to make sure you close to the mic, so I'm going to make sure my mic gives me a rollicking last week.
Yes.
Listen, it's amazing for the championship first and foremost, and it's nice to see your Bradford background energised about another game. You sometimes don't do that, but you did it then. I love the...
Don't be winding me up, Craig.
I'm just saying it was very nice to see a passion.
First and foremost,
behind one of the biggest championship clubs in West Yorkshire, which is the Keighley Cougars. So, first of all, Luke Gale, unbelievable for the championship, unbelievable for Keighley. Listen, he's made the team talk easy, hasn't he? I can just see it now. Sean Long, he knows Keighley from Leeds. There's a little bit there. Mm-hmm. You've got Leon Price, knows Luke very well, good friends with family. You've got this team talk is, listen, all we've heard, they'll have Luke Gale thing, all we've heard all week is Luke Gale. Let's make him ordinary. Let's test him early. Let's run at him early. Let's get Gailey off his game and we'll take these apart. That's the team talk. We're the best team. We're the favourites for a reason. Pre-season's gone fantastic apart from the second half at Wakey. Everything's good. Let's put a marker down. And they're going to absolutely get against that, which is I like the twist here. You've got Reese, who is definitely different to most coaches we've come across. He's definitely got a different way of coaching, a little bit like Rowan. We've said this before. And it won't be just about Luke tonight. It'll be whether they can defend the Featherstone pack. That's what it'll come down to. If Keighley can defend on their own D and defend yardage and get that right, Keighley will win this game. Because for me, they'll have much more to throw at. We saw them, when they're in good ball and they're shifting early out of yardage, it's very hard to handle. Featherstone are slow. They're big, they're strong, they love that pitch, they're fantastic. But I wouldn't say Featherstone are, and I'm saying this, please don't clickbait that. When I say slow, I mean they're not a fast ruck side. They rely on some unbelievable players. I've said on this show before, Jack Bussey for me, right up there. Can't talk well enough about that lad. Matty Wildy, who's a show me, they've got some real quality in there. I don't want to keep plugging some of the players, but they're not somebody who's going to attack early in yardage and take you out wide and it's not breathtaking rugby. It's good structured, Darryl Powell 16 cast kind of thing. And I'm looking at John Davies, he's not playing, I've just heard. I don't know if that's right. That's massive. I got asked yesterday, about a week ago, who's the hardest player to play against in Championship? John Davis's name comes up, because he's that small, that aggressive, that thing. Be a big loss to him.
Made of concrete.
But imagine, and this is what I don't think no one's seen. I'm sure they have. Well, let's say there's 3,500 there tonight. I've been in that stadium. I wouldn't like to think what 3,500 Keighley fans sound like in Featherstone in that ground. It will be electric. It took us an hour to get in their ground and car park and that when there's been 800 in. So if there's 3,500, you've got the TV numbers are going to be absolutely astronomic. Luke Gale's ex-Man of Steel, England #7, making his debut. This is the most exciting game on the Championship we've had for the start of the season for many a year. And for me, this is when the shock could happen. I heard Joe earlier on saying, can Luke be that good? I won't put that on Luke. I think it's whether Keighley and can defend in the numbers. Luke said, I said, how's it gone all week? They played York behind closed doors. Yeah. Do you know about that?
Yeah.
And it's like a sparring match, so we can't say.
Yeah, the scoreboard.
You'll know the score.
Yeah.
But from what I heard off one of the York lads, he couldn't believe the attack. He said they threw shapes at us that we have never been against. It was absolutely spectacular.
But this is down to Reece Lovegrove and, like I said in our Championship predictions, when he's looking at statistics, like where are most tries scored on the field, 80% in that 20 metre zone. So he knows the forwards need to get in that position.
100%.
And if that means throwing the ball around a little bit more to get you up that field, listen.
It'll be interesting, Mick. First confrontation that'll probably happen in first 10 is whether they'll put it on Keighley early.
100%.
So Luke Gale will now what I've always said about Luke is, and we talked last night to him half an hour about it. He goes, well, I love that. When you're an animal like Luke's been, as in a player who loves the occasion, he's never been short of being bothered about drop kicking it last. In fact, he craved the drop kick in the last 2 weeks. Started at Doncaster, so being sat at middle of Keighley tonight with Featherstone running balls at him will not bother him. You might spark and poke the fire that you don't want, because if he's playing at a level and suddenly they're at him and saying, your legs have gone, this has gone, he's going to get some verbal. But I've not seen Luke back off from that. I've never seen Luke back off from that confrontation. So then you might see chest come out and you might see... Joe, one of you said it earlier on. Is this one of the best players to ever drop into the Championship with still rugby in him?
I think that's...
Where's your list of 5? Give me some more.
That's what I think the rest of them are... these two are forgetting about that. There's never been... not forgetting it, but not giving enough credit... Maybe
seriously,
because there's not a former Man of Steel dropping down like that. Still, a season or two off a great lead season is unbelievable.
Mick,
I'm not.
Can you name Jack Walker? Obviously, he's done it for Bradford this year.
Well, yeah, you probably have.
Did Robbie Paul come back? Is there anybody who you can remember who've come back in who you've gone, wow? He still can play it.
Well, look, every year there's players that drop down from the Super League.
At that level, Man of Steel in England.
In terms of this actual level, and Luke said in the interview that there was a little bit of interest that he could have gone to the NRL and maybe played 1 or 2 games, but predominantly more of a coaching, mentorship in terms of.
No, it was to play. It was to play as number 3.
No, but what I'm saying, Craig, is when you've got that, regardless of people's opinions, whether you actually think that was reality or not, you've still got potentially Super League offers, a little bit of interest from the NRL. He's decided to go to Keighley, obviously on a part-time contract because he's working with his dad's business. But in terms of this season, his brother's business. But in terms of this actual season, then there's the marquee player, the standout player.
No, I'm saying it historically, he's England, Man of Steel, and still probably at the top of his game. He's gone from a top wage at Hull straight in. It's usually either they pack in your O'Loughlin to the game, your Sculthorpes, Jamie Peacock.
Never did
it. There's not meant to think. Yeah. And if you've got some comments, roll them. How many players have actually dropped in at this level? So that's the exciting challenge, isn't it? No wonder. Is it good that Sky have made that much of it? I know. I apologise for my attire in the video. I think I had my racing gear. I've absolutely been slaughtered, Mick, off everybody. They said you didn't wear a hat on your head. You look 2 stone over. You've got your claw absolutely peppered by my friend, so I've took it really bad that. But hey-oh, we are who we are. But it's fantastic that they've previewed the game with what we've been talking about for months and months. We finally got it. Yeah. Everyone's ringing, you're on YouTube, it's on this, it's on Sky, it's this. If he sells the app, you know what? When we did the contract, we should have put a cents of £5 a ticket on. Because if he sells it out tonight, can we break the record of views for Premier tonight, Michael?
I'm not sure. And I don't want to be negative.
Only why? You'd be jealous there, I think that's...
No. Like I said...
What did Bradford York get? What's the biggest one?
The biggest one was the Featherstone versus Lee game last year, which I do believe had a peak of about 75k.
Come on, Rugby League, come on.
The week after, it was Lee v Bradford, and that had a similar sort of number, 72k off the top of my head. So 75k, that's the peak. That's what Keighley Featherstone tonight has to. One criticism of Viaplay is that there's not been any offers on, and I've said this to many people. I'm getting tweets this morning. We're not paying the $14.99.
How much it is?
It's $14.99.
Yeah, I don't think we'll break it for that reason.
What if you haven't got Premier?
Yeah, it's $14.99
anymore. It's fine. It's like
you've got to pay, Craig. It's £15 a month.
£15 a month.
It's £15
just
a month.
Rebranding.
Oh my! Have I got Viaplay?
No, you probably won't have Viaplay. No.
We'll have to get it quick.
Here we go. We're doing a preview. Craig, it's going to get to 7:30. Craig's going to be like, "Where's Premier?"
We had Premier. I had Premier for 10 years, so Premier's not on no more.
No. It's a new one, Craig, and they've put price up by a couple of quid.
So they're selling tonight's game. It's £15 for a subscription.
Yes, for a month. So,
but last year Premier did offers where you could.
Yes, that's my criticism of Viaplay.
You could watch the Championship for like a certain amount and only just get the Championship games.
My understanding when
you're not going to get them figures then, are you?
No, you're not going to get them figures. I spoke to...
Well, it'd be really interesting to see what effect this has had.
I'll get the figures by the end of the week.
They should be getting 50. Really, we should be getting about 50.
But what if you've got and how many existing subscriptions have Via got with rugby? Not everyone.
We don't know that. We don't have that information.
So say if let's just say this, they've got 5,000. We're not going to get 45,000 new people paying 15 quid tonight.
No, we're not.
No,
we get 5,000 at most.
Yeah.
So the figures are going to be horrendous.
Yes. Most people, I think, you might be surprised. You might find that it's just rolled on and it's just gone up and you've not noticed.
Same thing, innit?
It's just a rebranding.
So I might have it then. If I go in out in a minute and we're still paying.
I suspect you'll still have it.
But the price would have gone up and you've probably not noticed.
What?
Whereas a person like me would notice if it's gone up too.
Well, I would notice. I'm sure I would. Pennies a time. The eating bills are coming on, Michael.
But no. Look, I think I mentioned this on a show a couple of weeks ago. My frustrating point with Viaplay is plain and simply, when I spoke to them about the transferring from Premier Sports to Viaplay, they just basically bluntly said, their contractual obligation to Rugby League is till the end of this current season. Is there going to be any offers? They said, no, we don't. We're not a company that does special offers, stuff on the cheap, which is fair enough. Whereas Premier Sports, they had that mass promotion. You can watch the.
How many games, Michael, for your 15 quid are we getting?
For this month, you'll get 4 a month.
You get one a week.
So
one a week on a Monday.
Now let me finish it up.
It's £4 a game.
That's not bad, lads.
No, it's not, but it's obviously times are.
Well, that's expensive.
15 quid a month, yeah, that's
on top of a Sky Sports subscription,
Yeah.
Craig. It is very, very expensive.
These
it's my opinion. Anyway, look, I don't want to be
just on this. Then, how are you watching it then?
I paid for it. Yeah.
Lying out of his teeth.
So you're complaining, but you pay for it.
I mean, there's some things you can't talk about on public domains, innit?
No.
Jimmy's interpretation of paying for it is IPTV.
I've never heard of IPTV, mate. I'll be at game. That's who I'm watching it.
That's where I'm going tonight. That's why we need to hurry up.
You sound like that bloke who's just been down my drive telling me that his car's broke and he's asked me 15 questions.
But no, score predictions tonight. Featherstone by 10.
Featherstone by 12.
Keighley by 4.
Keighley by 6 to 8 points. And Thomas Doyle, who have got an unbelievable player. Keighley spent a lot of time watching this kid from an early age. And they managed to get him. Gailey's saying unbelievable things about him. We're talking potentially. So, you all right?
I'm all right, Craig.
I never. So,
I don't mind putting this out there because Tom's told everybody, but yeah, the offer from Keighley was for £10,000 more than what Bradford offered him, so it's no secret. Money talks. Tom has gone where the money is.
You put your money in other areas, not Tom.
Correct, which is a bit frustrating, but I don't want to open up any sort of historic Keighley Bradford wounds. But yeah, listen, I'm a big Tom Doyle fan. He's a good friend of mine. Tom, you get at Featherstone tonight. There'll be no one more proud doing that commentating on you scoring match-winning try. Come on, I'm changing my prediction. Keighley by 10.
Mickey, let me answer you this. If it's 2 minutes to go, Thomas got a quick play at ball, do you say on cue, what an unbelievable effort by Keighley's Thomas Doyle, or do you say, what an unbelievable effort by ex-Bradford? Yeah. I think I know the answer.
Well, if you listen to the commentary now, there'll be a few ex-Bradford phrases. End of the day, Bradford made
Can
the
we count it? All fans
Bradford
can count how many times
play.
Gledhill says ex-Bradford tonight.
And just for all those that... Listen, someone put the timestamps up on the season preview and Bradford did by about 12 seconds, I must add.
Yeah, they only sneaked it.
Bradford only sneaked it from Keighley, so people were saying, we're not watching this because Bradford have got the most. What, 12 seconds? Come on.
There we go. Hey, thank you. And listen, from everybody here, we're all excited. We're all going to watch it. Mick's there, representing himself and the show. Let's hope we break every record tonight, and the championship is absolutely on fire. Whoever wins, innit? It's fantastic.
100%. 100%. Rugby League's going to be the winner. We love Rugby League. God bless.